Alright, Middle Earth Strategy Battle Gamers. I'm here with another beautiful army review. Not army review, sorry, army showcase. And my single model that I'd like to showcase is this Saruman. And once again, I have to give props to Brad. He was the one who painted this Saruman. And I think he did a good job with him. I think he looks really good. Really nice layering. Really nice contrast between the hair and beard and the white on the cloak. So, stay tuned to our second army showcase. Alright guys, so I can take full credit for the Durins folk army. I painted all of it. And I'll say that I absolutely loved painting this army. They were fun to paint, and they pretty much painted themselves, and they were also really easy to paint. So, the King's Champ was the first hero I painted. And my goal with the color scheme and army was a kind of a Highland Scotland type deal. I believe that the dwarves kind of remind me of that, so I decided to paint them like that. And I think that they turned out phenomenal. I think that the color scheme lent itself to that. That's why I have the two-toned white/blue parts of the cape to kind of represent like the kilt or whatever. And of course the ginger beard. My whole army's gingers. And then the jagged rocks. If you guys can make those really easily. All you gotta do is find a ceramic pot. Smash it to pieces and you can make jagged rocks. That's how I did that. Here's the Gimli from the Three Hunters. And I think he turned out really good. I didn't like him at first, but he's kind of grown on me. I think I did a good job painting him. Just the blue on all the models really pops out. Really does. Put him back on Balin's tomb. I use this model as Balin. This is a king's. This is a king of an old dwarf king model. I do use him as Balin. He kind of reminds me of a Balin figure. And this guy was really fun to paint. Once again, just using the beautiful colors of my clan, dwarf clan. Color tartan, I guess. So this is one of the guys painted. These guys have really cool. I thought it'd be cool to do blue shields and then highlight the blue. I think it pops out on the table. And then I wanted to do a darker iron look for the chainmail, and kind of a brown that would complement that. And then of course the fire hair. And just the basing adds it. I want to do a kind of a vibrant grass with jagged rocks look. There's another one. They look really good. I like the helmet, the color of the helmet's the iron with the brown. Now it kind of also looks Viking-esque. There's another theme. So now you see what I'm talking about with the two-tone that I painted. here's my Kazakh Guards. So these guys, these are the first dwarves I painted. Their cloth is so small that I decided just to go with the blue on them. But the iron looks good on them, and the face masks, I went with a bronze face mask on them. I got the idea from a old Anglo-Saxon helmet they found, and that was kind of what I had in mind with the Kazakh Guards. There's two different models of the Kazakhs. That was one of them. He has like a full chainmail armor, and then you have these guys have the, no, sorry, he had the full plate. This guy's the one with the chainmail bits. I think this is probably my best painted army that I've entirely painted. Here's an Iron Guard. This is one of Sam's Iron Guards I was able to paint. Kind of matching with the bronze and brown helmet. And the basing actually helps make them all heavier. It's kind of easier to have them standing. So here's one of my heralds. I really think the heralds turned out really well. The detail on the banner is really fun, really good. And these guys, the shield, just these models. I like the Durins folk models. They look really good to me. Always have. And then you got the two-tone cloak. That's one of them. Here's the other one. Whoop. And this is a fun army to play as well. They don't have any spears, so you kind of have to rely on trapping your opponent and getting double the strikes. Getting the bases in, multiple bases in on your opponents. And the movement 5 kind of helps or hurts that tactic or hinders you a little bit. Here are a few of the archers. I think the archers turned out well. To show those guys, I also like to show these. This is actually probably my favorite dwarf warrior model. I don't know why. I think he turned out really well. I just like the pose, I guess. And if you guys are interested in the color schemes and how I was able to accomplish that stuff, feel free to comment below. I decided to go with the red fletching on those guys. I just thought it would just add another really nice color variation to the model. And I do like the dwarf bows. I like the strength 3. I'm a strong proponent of taking strength 3 bows. And lastly, this will be the last guy, kind of show off. I think it's important to, if you have a nice paint job, once again guys, if you have another nice paint job, we have an open invitation to come and show off your models. So, and this board was actually featured in Forays of Middle Earth by Powards. He actually is going to be using this as his display board for Nova. So if you guys like this, please like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Happy wargaming, and stay tuned. There's a lot of exciting content coming out, and it's a great time to be part of SBG. Take care.